So here's the newest acquisition. This is my free, totally free, Saab 9.5. It's a 2001, has the 3.0 liter engine. As you can see, it's been sitting for a long time. It was sitting for about, maybe not that long, 8 months or so. It was inspected in January of this year, which is now 2018, and it passed its state inspection in New York, which isn't hard, but not easy. So it's sound, quote unquote. Car has a bunch of little issues, but overall, generally speaking, runs and drives okay. As you can see, it's really dirty. I got to clean this out. I just brought this home yesterday. I haven't had time to even look at it. It sat under a pine tree, apparently. And as you can see, New York State inspection passed in January. The exterior is okay. It has an issue with the has a dent and a ding here and there. The clear coat on the trunk and the roof is a disaster. You can't even call it clear coat anymore. You can see up here, something's going on over here, and somebody did something with some kind of epoxy, which is horrible. I guess it was leaking, or they were trying to hold the paint together. I have no idea. But that will have to be addressed if I wind up keeping this and actually fixing up and using it. That's kind of something's going to have to be done about that. See the antenna boot right here? It's all cracked. I don't know if that's showing up. I don't know if you can tell by the paint. You probably can, but I mean, there's nothing on this. That's the paint. It's a disaster. You know, the rest of the car, not so bad, not great, but not horrible. There's the trunk lid. Again, has that same problem with that missing clear coat or failed clear coat. Dings and scrapes, as you can see. This was a one owner 9.5, serviced by the dealer for most of its life. Was bought used for a younger girl, a teenage driver, who, believe it or not, she took decent care of it. I don't know if that damage was by her or by somebody else or both. But I have a whole bunch of service records. I do believe the timing belt, I hate these things. I'm going to have to get those out and figure something out with those. I know I have to do a timing belt right off the bat. I also have to figure out the exhaust because it has a huge exhaust leak. Or it sounds like it's a freaking motorcycle. The interior is okay. It's mostly dirty. Some of the crap she didn't want, she left in there. Not horribly ripped or torn. Smells a little musty from sitting for so long. But overall, not the worst I've seen. The battery is totally dead. I had a heck of a time charging it up and trying to get it to work. Or at least function, turn over. As you can see, that seems to be a common problem. I've seen a lot of Saabs with that broken down there. Amazingly, everything works, quote unquote, as far as I know, and there are new check engine lights. If you can believe that. Let's do this. Turn that off. Wait for the Harley Davidson sound. Here we go. Oh yeah. That sounds lovely, doesn't it? I don't know if you can get the full effect via the camera, but it's got an exhaust leak. It's not running all that great either. I'm guessing it needs his washer fluid level low right there. The exhaust leak is so big, it doesn't even get to the tailpipe. It all comes out the bottom of the car. It's, yeah. The engine itself, despite the fact that it sounds, the exhaust sounds horrible up here, and I know you probably can't hear what I'm hearing, but the engine's running nice and quiet. It is missing a little bit, and it's shuddering a little bit, but I'm guessing that's because God only knows what kind of plugs it has in here. It's got stale fuel, but no smoke. It smoked when we started it if you heard what I said. The engine actually, despite the horrible exhaust leak, sounds pretty good. Not really any valve train noise. It's running a little rough, but I guess that's to be expected. It has at least 8-month-old gas in it. Who knows if the correct spark plugs were used. Like I said, it was serviced at the dealer for a lot of its life. But after that, who knows? But everything else is not too bad. You can see the front here. It's missing the shift gate, if you want to call it the shift gate cover, I guess. And, you know, some of these carpet panels need to be pushed back in and everything like that. God only knows why. But should be a fun project. And again, I mean, it's a free car, so how could I say no? Even if, you know, it turns out to be a basket case, which I don't think it will be. Still, you know, still should be fun. So I have yet to, I got to get this in the driveway. It's in my backyard right now. I got to get this in my driveway, and I got to take care of that exhaust leak first and foremost. And then oil and plugs and all that stuff. Check the cartridges. Has a little bit of an oil leak. I can't see it from there. Let's try to go under here. I don't know how much you're going to pick that up. You see how there's oil over the filter? That's, I don't know how wet that is, but, you know, that there's definitely a little something going on. With a spot where it's parked in a garage, it was definitely leaking a little bit of something. Couldn't tell if it was fresh or not. But the underside of the car, as far as rust goes, there's really no rust on this car, which is really nice. I was driven in snow. It's got snow tires on it, but for the most part, it's fairly clean. So if the engine's good, and the frame and everything, and the rust situation's pretty good, and it's just some normal maintenance items I need to do to tune it up, maybe she'll be a keeper. I don't know if I take this on any cross-country excursions, but, you know, definitely something to tool around town with and to enjoy and wrench on. So, there you go.